Hello, you guys. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Let me turn this down. Don't want to leave you guys waiting too long. I usually let it go for a second. That way, people can get notified and kind of come in and stuff. And I know it's annoying in the replay. So I'm excited for tonight. I got somebody really special I'm going to bring up. First, let me say hello to you guys. Hi, Vicky. Hey, crazy mama. Hi, Nady. 3 a.m. is running up on me like I owe it money. That's okay. I know. We're not going to stay on long because I'm traveling tomorrow and it's going to be a long day. So, hey, Lynn. Beautiful, crazy mama. Hey, allegedly. Hey, Petunia. Vicky, Princess Megan, Elsa. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Andrea, you got a notification. Yay. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I think I kind of got everybody. Johnny was here earlier. LFT, of course. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Kamojo. Okay, so Tess, I'm going to go ahead and bring Tia up. My very special guest is Tia from Decipher Podcast, who has been working on this case too, and we've kind of been working together and on our own channels and everything. Hey, Tia, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit stressed out, but I'm all right. So yeah, what do you think about the news today?
Oh my God, I am so happy. First of all, I want to say hi to LFT and Crazy Mama and Nay. I have to say hi to my little friends and squad. I love you guys so much.
Of course.
And I'm so happy that we have someone in custody. For a number of reasons, I'm happy, but the healing can begin. And the community can start to, we need to know the motive still. There's still a lot of information we're missing, but we have someone in custody. And I am so damn
finally.
Right?
Oh, someone in custody. I pulled up my phone. That's okay. I can hear Tia say that twice. We have someone in custody. I just can't believe it. I hope that we start to hear now kind of more about this person. I think that we might. What do you think about that? And I know you sent me something which I can pull up about like kind of the
it is a juvenile rules, and I do think we will hear once the process goes through the court system. They have to petition the Supreme Court in North Carolina. I don't listen. Let's start from the get-go. This 17-year-old killed two teenagers, 14 and 18 years old, and is going to be charged with first-degree murder. So there's planning, there's, everything in there. I don't see how this person is not going to be charged as an adult. I think it's a matter of time.
Yep. I'm with you 100%. I think there is no absolute way when hell freezes over. I still don't see it. And I was reading today, there's an article which I can pull up. I've got an article. I've got some other things, some new photos that have came out, some little bit of drama that's starting to happen. Just a few different things that I want to go through with you and talk about. But in this article, this defense attorney was asked, his opinion, if he could see any circumstances where this was not moved to adult court. And he basically said it would have to be like very special, extreme circumstances in his opinion. Right. So that's just an opinion, but hey, Johnny. That's okay, crazy mama. I had to give you a wrench because I just felt like I wanted to. So you can go wild. That's okay. I trust you.
I love that Crazy Mama has a wrench now. That's amazing. She's a really good wrench.
Yeah, she's here anyways, and I know that Nady might be leaving. I don't know. I don't want Lynn, Lynn's in here, but I don't want her to have to do it all alone, and I trust Nady, so I felt that's probably a good choice. Yeah. There we go. I'm trying to match the color around our faces. That's bothering my OCD.
I
and I
love
can't
that
get it.
background. That's so cool.
I know. That kind of looks like it matches. Uh,
Yeah, there
so
you go.
Christine from Criminality made that for me, and Teresa asked her to do it as like as a gift, and that's really really sweet. I don't know, so
That
awesome.
channel, God, every one of them over there. Teresa, Christine, they're Michelle, they're all amazing.
Yeah, they are.
I
They're
love
great
those
girls.
girls.
Okay, so let me pull up some of the stuff we have to go through. Um, there's quite a few things. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear your opinion about all of it. I know there were some photos that have came out of Devin that have people kind of rumors.
Yeah, I know.
We've
It's a
already
little
had the gang rumors.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, we already had the gang rumors, and now this isn't helping. But I have also a comment I want to read from one of his friends, because I thought if I'm going to show those photos, I have to show the comment, which actually, let me pull it up. Maybe I'll read that first, just really quick, because it's, yeah. And then we have I don't know if we want to talk about some of the drama and rumors about some of her family, which I wouldn't want to do that. But I know that I've had people that live in the town reach out to me saying that our town is just completely swarmed with these rumors. I don't think it's necessarily fair, and I don't want to play into it, but I know when the point of where do you stop of what's happening here. So I don't know.
Well, and my issue is if it's coming within the house, it's even a bigger issue.
Yeah, probably shouldn't be ignored, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Melissa.
Yes,
hey, Kez Chick. Cool gamer. Okay, so oh hey Punksy, I figured out how to mesh the thumbnail where we could have their pictures but also still read, and so I did it like that just to kind of be able to see. But okay, so this is the post from his friend, and then we'll see the photos. So they say, because I don't want to give you guys an impression of him that is not true. I feel like if I show you the photos, I've already had many comments under my videos about his nickname being a gang thing. So I really don't want to put that on him. That's why we're going to read this first, and then we'll go there. So I'm sorry, but how dare y'all get on here and try to make false accusations about my friend Devin. He was a good kid who just liked being a boy and having fun. It's very disappointing that us as a community is supposed to be coming together to keep each other safe, but instead I still somehow see that Devin was gang affiliated because he threw up West Side. Lord, get a grip. That's not a freaking gang sign. Stupid. The W stands for West End, which is the side of town he stayed on. Whatever he did before he was killed doesn't matter right now. What matters is saying his and Lyric's name until justice is served. I'm going to continue to say his name, Devin Clark. Long live Devin. So
that gives me chills. Oh,
yeah. People aren't happy about him getting that kind of name on him. Hold on one second. Okay, let's see. If I missed anyone, hi. Just checking the comments really quick. Hey, Roxanne. Okay, so let's look at the photos. What do you think? What do you have to say about those? And then we can go back to that.
All right. So my opinion on the photos is that I'm not going to make excuses for bad behavior, and it's probably not the greatest show. However, I think that this age and boys, and okay, well, first of all, you can't control who your friends do and what they do and who they are. And your friend may be doing stuff that you don't necessarily like. But also, I think a lot of this is clout. I think a lot of this is for show. I don't necessarily think any deeper than that, because all I've heard is what an amazing kid Devin Clark is, and how he was well-mannered, how he you know, he was a gentleman and he was an
He was
athlete. He
determined,
was smart.
an
Yes.
athlete. And you don't get to be an athlete playing. I mean, now don't get me wrong. A lot of times teachers will kind of give them a pass at things, but you still have to have good grades to play sports. You can't be not doing school.
Here's the thing. And I say this, I'm sure we've, all of us who are a little bit older say, thank God that Snapchat and the internet wasn't around when we were kids. Because there would be pictures. I mean, no, I have pictures where I'm actually shooting, not people, but, target practice. So some of these kids, just because they throw up a W does not necessarily put them in a gang. They could be silly. How many times have you taken silly pictures? Again, I don't want to throw a gang affiliation on someone that all I've heard is good things. That's it.
Right.
I've never heard a bad thing about this kid.
And me either. And I'll tell you, okay, actually LFT sent a couple things from his friends more about who he is. When we'll watch that in a second, but it has to load anyways. I'm with you because number one, I've seen many people that I know throw up stupid hand symbols or whatever. Just you see that. It's not okay, and I'm from West Virginia. I can't imagine growing up in kind of a more in the kind of area that he was. Plus, let's be real. Rap music, it's the culture these days. It's just it's just part of it. And that's my style of music. I know all about it. And they're singing about lean and guns and, all that stuff. So I think that I'm with you. I think that it's about clout and attention. However, this one doesn't bother me, right, at all, really. It's these 4 kids. They're just being kids. But the gun, I'm curious whose gun that is. I start to get uncomfortable when I'm thinking about how many of these high school kids are carrying guns, and obviously one who's in jail right now. So
I know. It makes me nervous too. And I don't like it, but I guess the last thing I want to no, I'm not shooting people. If shooting assholes was legal though, boy, I'd be out there every day.
Same here. Oh my God.
But I just don't want to misinterpret a picture for someone. I don't know. I mean, I've had many pictures taken, and I'm sure people could say things about and interpret my personality through. And I just don't want to do that with this kid. There was some provocative photos of Lyric that were taken as well. And I am against showing them because she's, underage.
Yeah.
And when I say provocative, I mean, she's in a bathing suit and, is it my choice to put my 14, 15-year-old out there? No, not really. But you know what? She's a beautiful girl. And I would hate for people to interpret her incorrectly just because she had a swimsuit on and she was beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so you're right. I haven't actually seen those yet. Let me see if this is loaded from LFT yet.
I can show you those. We have those. We'll definitely show you those off. It's just not something that I want to be careful. Well, I'm not showing those pictures out. They're out there, but y'all do what you got to do. I'm just not interested in showing that kind of thing. She's a beautiful kid, and I'd like to leave it at that.
I accidentally forwarded those videos right back to our group where she sent them. I'm sorry. Meant to forward them to my other little Facebook thing for YouTube. So then I'll go ahead and just put it out there. First of all, when Devin and Lyric were found, it was rumored and his mom was confused and had said that they were found on her family's property. So that started the rumors about her family. Then, there was a car stole from that area yesterday, which has kept people talking from right by their house. And then
Mm-hmm.
there are some photos and things that people were talking about with her stepdad, and things that even his last statement about seeing her right before she got in the shower that night. People have questioned if, their guilt. I don't want to do that, but I still don't want to leave out anything. So I think it's important, and then we have these, her little sister,
Yeah,
stepsister.
this one was this was a heartbreaker for me.
Yeah, so this is just kind of starting to go around, and it's from her stepsister, which is, because we're talking about her stepdad. And she says, point of view, when your dad is an alcoholic. She said, I also bite my nails and shake my legs. Fake body. So, I got a text this morning of someone who lives in the town, and they said, our town is blowing up with rumors about her stepdad. I personally don't think he has. I mean, they've arrested the suspect. It's a 17-year-old.
Right.
I think that this has spun from the beginning, from day one, when they were to be found on the property.
It was not found. They were not found on family property, first and foremost. That's super important. They were not found on family property. They were found on property that it's an LLC. But it's also the property. See, it's a weird situation. The property is actually owned by an LLC, but the power company has their generators, whatever you call them, there as well. So it's kind of off a road, a dirt road a little bit, but it is actually owned by an LLC, private property. It is not associated with her family. Her family owns a lot of property around the area where she lives, but that is not where they were found. And I think that's important to get that record straight.
I do too. Yes, and I think that's part of where the rumors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And her family does own a lot of property in the area, but we're talking miles away. We're not talking right there. So that's one you can put to rest. The stepfather, he has his own demons and issues, and I'm sure that the family has been going through, if that's the case, and the dad has a problem, or the stepfather, I should say, Lyric's stepfather has a problem. Let's hope that they can maybe get him some help now, if that's the case. Also, you're hearing from another juvenile, and the thing is, to be honest with you, I'm going to give more credit to her for putting it out there and saying those things than I am to necessarily disregard the comment. I'm not a huge fan of the stepfather, and it has nothing to do with the pictures. It has to do with his record. But that's my personal opinion, and is not necessarily the opinions of the channel.
Well, I mean, I haven't looked at his record, but you can tell us if you want. I mean,
he's got a record. He's got a record. A lot of the people, let me pull it. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the right one. A lot of people have records and straighten themselves out. Devin's mom has had her issues. Here he is, right here. Social profiles. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Oh, do I not?
That's okay. While you're pulling it up, I'll play this quick video. I think it's 6 seconds, and then the next one I think is like.
Oh, you know what? I didn't print out his actual sugar snaps. I did not print out his. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did too. Oh, hey. No. I'm about to give myself. So, physical appearance. Some of these, it doesn't say what the charges were. 2011 seemed to be a rough time for him. Charges filed but not specified. 2011. Yeah, there's a number of charges from 2011.
Are they
And
substance use related?
it looks like it could be. You know what? I'm not even going to speculate. I'm not going to speculate on what I think it might be. But there are charges out there, and there were several. And was the dad and Lyric the only ones home when allegedly she went in the shower? I'm just wondering. That's a great. Nay, that is the best question. I don't know. I don't know who was in the house. They had a full house of people living there, but I don't know who was present at the time.
Yeah, me either. Here, let's hear this. It's 6 seconds, and then the next one's 20. We'll just hear. These are Devin's friends. LFT sent these.
Okay.
Make you smile. It was always like that one person that would always come around, make you smile. He'd always make you laugh. His energy was always great. It was always like that one person that would always come around, make you smile.
Man. God, that's devastating. All right. Hold on.
That he loved to do with all his other friends. Devin, he loved to ride four-wheelers, dirt bikes. It was always something he loved to do with all his other friends and stuff like that. So this is how we're going to, memorialize him and, respect him today.
Sports cars, four-wheelers, dirt bikes. It was a celebration for Devin Clark's family. The ride along on Holt Street, loud and proud, with people wearing black and blue in honor of him.
Devin, he loved to ride
Oh my
four-wheelers,
God,
dirt bikes.
that just hits me right in the gut.
I know. And I love that ride along, you guys. Oh, you got to put that ride along. If you can find that video and put it in your description, it is so good. And
I've got it saved so I can do it. But I think it might be a TikTok that I have.
Is it? Okay. I think she did a Facebook Live.
Oh, okay. I would love to find
so good. You sent the rubber. Thank you, LFT. She knows me. She sent the rubber burning one for me because she knows that I'm like, yeah, get it.
That's funny.
You said what? Supposed to bury their children. Tess, that is, truer statements have never been made. And I agree with Stepho. The grandpa will have the stepdad's head if he did anything. I don't think that the stepdad had anything at all to do with this disappearance. I think they have their person of interest.
I do too.
I am just like, please, Lord Jesus. And I say this with everything in my heart. I hope they follow everything, dot the I's, cross the T's, because I want justice for these two. And I want to know the motive. And it better be more than something ridiculous.
And I want to know how they got there.
Sorry, I'm slurping.
I want to know. Yes, actually, I haven't seen any coverage of this. Even when it first happened, I seen Zav covered it a few days after we did. And maybe one smaller channel, but that's really it.
I know.
That I've seen.
Know. I'm really surprised more people haven't picked up on this because first of all, it has the potential of being a very important story. And I don't want to add things that I don't know about yet, but it does have the potential of being a very important story. So I think you guys can pick up what I'm throwing down. Let's just hope to God that that's not the issue.
Yeah, I think so too. Here, let me go through some of this. It's pretty interesting. So this came out today at 5:30. 2:30. Then it was updated at 5:30. So a suspect linked to the shooting deaths of two teenagers in Orange County in custody on Wednesday. They learned a 17-year-old boy. That is important because we've heard rumors of girls in groups and stuff. So 17-year-old boy was detained after a juvenile petition was served. The petition against the boy, whose name was not released, includes 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Devin Clark and Lyric Woods. Now, first-degree murder, that tells me that this was planned.
Yep.
I'd like
that's
to
the
see
same
what
thing I
actually,
thought.
what it takes in North Carolina. I wonder. Because like, okay, in New York, when I was covering Bianca Devins, I was like, how is this not first degree murder? He planned it. And her mom told me in the state of New York, if it's not against a police officer, somebody public like that, it can't be first degree murder. It's automatically second. So I think I'd be really curious to know like what qualifies as a first degree murder charge in the
Actually,
state of
that's a
North Carolina.
really good question. And I can send. Did you see the thing that I sent you about the juvenile custody and questioning in our group?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Actually, if you want me to, I can pull that up too. Yeah.
It just answers
Yeah.
some of the questions. You don't have to go through the whole thing, but you can grab what you need that might be applicable to this particular case.
Okay, yes, we will. And yeah, Andy from 10 to Left did actually cover it, but that was like a few days that I know we had already covered it, but I believe that some people local there told me that she got quite a few things wrong. So,
She did.
Yeah.
She had some location issues, but also here's the thing, like lucky for us, I get two people who are in the area and locals. So she didn't have that. And she's also one person. So again, I have the luxury of an amazing research partner who, if it ain't right, she's not putting it out there. So
Absolutely.
also, I wanted to say to Stepha, contact me if you want some Watt stuff. I'll give you some Watt stuff.
The suspect will now appear. This is interesting, Tia. They appear at an undisclosed location, so not at the courthouse, probably.
Correct.
Maybe. But
it'll be unannounced. You won't know.
Will we hear after? Or will I don't know, I guess. Okay. We hope this apprehension provides some release to the families and friends of Devin and Lyric who have experienced an excruciating loss, said Orange County Sheriff Charles Blackwood. Obviously, the capture of the suspect has restored their loved one. The grieving process is a long one, and we hope the community will continue to support them in their pain. So the DA said an investigation is ongoing. They did not elaborate about any others being questioned. His mom said this was the longest 17 days I've ever had in my life. She still needs answers to why this happened. And then there we have their memorials. All the flowers are gone. But when we get back from West Virginia, we should go put some more and go down there and put him some more stuff too.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Allie is a little bit robotic, but it just stopped. I think, crazy mama. Thank you.
Oh no.
You're good now. I wish his memorial looked identical to hers. Let's leave it at that.
That bothers me. I think that
I wish.
I believe. Yeah. Michelle said that it seemed as if the funeral home brought her flowers there from her funeral. So that's why it was. So I don't know, but.
Okay. That makes sense.
According to reports, they were last seen in a car with a third person. That third person has not been publicly identified, and investigators have not said whether that person in the vehicle was the same person they are considering a possible murder suspect. They were found by someone on an ATV. We know that. Under the law, everything's kept private. Unless he is indicted or the court finds probable cause, murder would be one example. The case stays in the juvenile system. So it's gonna move. It's just taking time.
I believe LFT said it takes 10 days to go through the system. So he's got a pretty
Okay.
uncomfortable set of 10 days coming at him, because I think, in my opinion only, I'm pretty sure he's going to be stationed at the sheriff's office in a very uncomfortable cell, because they're going to have to watch him. He's got to be separated from everyone else. I don't
Well,
think that
good.
they can put him in juvenile.
Oh, okay. Because they're
I
already
might
in
be
the
wrong,
process?
so someone correct me, please, but I do have the juvenile custody and questioning thing up.
Now, is that
So,
because they're already in the process of moving it to adult court? Because I know they put in the
yes.
petition. Okay.
Juveniles may be taken into temporary custody under the same circumstances which justify the arrest of an adult offender, but they may be placed in a secure or non-secure custody pending adjudication pursuant of the court order. So he's going to be uncomfortable for the rest of his life, as he should be.
Yes, he should.
He's going to be in
Here's what I was
very
telling you.
secure custody.
That's what he gets. And you know what? It's too damn bad. I don't care how old he is. I don't care. When you get to the point of doing this, even if, you're just a kid or, like I have to feel that at 17, even if you think you're hard and gangster, that you're not really, but now you're going to have to be. So that's just how I feel about it. I don't know. It's just, it pisses me off. But this is the interesting part that I was telling you earlier. So defense attorney Daniel Meyer, who is a defense attorney in Durham but does not have ties to the case, said a suspect accused of 2 counts of first-degree murder would ultimately likely be tried as an adult. Once he's transferred to adult court, then all bets are off and the name can be released.
Right. So what they do is they have to petition the Supreme Court of North Carolina and say, here's our proof. Here's our burden of proof. Here's our kid. And then Supreme Court's going to say, yeah, okay, cool. And then the process begins and interrogation begins. And because he's 17, he may or may not have a parent present, which I thought was pretty interesting. At 16, you have to have a parent present. At 17, he does not have to if he doesn't want to, and he can confess. And a lot of the cases that we have, the New Jersey Prosecutor's Resource Outline says, more than likely when they get in the box, I don't know what that means. But
they confess.
When they get him in the interrogation room, he'll probably cave.
Well, I hope he does. Maybe they'll be a little easier on him if he does, and maybe that'll give him some reason too. But yeah, I think, well, here we see, okay, look, so someone charged with double homicide, unless there's real extreme circumstances, I'd be surprised if the DA chose to keep them in juvenile court. He can only be held until he's 23, no matter what. It doesn't matter if he's 10 years. So as a matter of fact, in North Carolina, at 15, they can't. Only if they're 16 and 17 can they be petitioned. But if 15-year-old, because in other states, it can be quite a lot lower to move to adult court. And in North Carolina, if he would have been 15, then he would have. It doesn't matter what you do. You will be out by the age of 23. That's crazy to me. Because you could, I don't know.
Which is why I think it's super important this kid be charged as an adult. You want to hang out and you want to be like an adult and you want to do adult things and be stupid like that and choose that way of life, then you think you're badass. Well, let me put you in a place where we keep the badasses.
Yep, exactly. So yes, his uncle was asking where supposedly, and we have those screenshots, and actually not supposedly, it's a real post that's still up, or it was as of the other day, but we don't know why. And then Snazzy Trinkets Jewelry said, did he give a reason why he did this? So we don't know anything yet.
Yeah, we only know that they have someone detained and that they are going through the ins and outs of, the red tape, if you will, to make sure that they charge this kid as an adult. And then after that, all bets are off.
There are
But
only
the
two
fact
options
remains
for
that we're
someone.
getting justice, which is something that we didn't in so many cases. I mean, look at Summer Wells. Look at, it's like
Yeah.
that's all I wanted was justice for these two. So we're not
But
walking. This is just the beginning for us.
what does this mean? So there are only two options for someone who committed the crime when they were under the age of 18, either life or life without the possibility, life with or without parole, but life no matter what, at least 25 years. So they can't even choose a lighter sentence if they want to, basically.
No.
Let me.
He's going away for the rest of his life.
Now, should I pull up that
What hurts
article that you sent?
Do you have it?
Yeah, I can get it really quick. It just take me a second. Yeah, just gonna. Shit.
Crazy mama, it hurts my heart too. And the motive is still unknown, and I just don't want to speculate too much on it until we know more. But I mean, when people commit murder, it's, how many times have you heard Duty Ron and former police officers or whatever say there's only three reasons to commit murder, and that is money, women, and sex. So after that, everything falls into place. So I sent 2 more clips, nice clips about DC and LW if y'all want. Oh, yay. I want nice clips about Devin.
I'm going to pull them up. And then I figure we'll probably end by in the next 20 minutes if that's okay, because I have to travel tomorrow. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. We don't have a lot of information yet. So we're going to try and go live on our channel as well as soon as we can to discuss some of the things as well. But we want to make sure that, we're going to give it a day or so and make sure we get our ducks in a row. But yeah, I mean, the big news is we have someone in custody.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so glad you came with me on here to talk about it. I guess I'll go ahead and play this one. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Lyric encouraged me, and because of her, I have learned not to give up. I will keep encouraging. We will miss your big brown eyes, your bright smile, and we will learn from what you offered us while we had you.
Oh my God almighty.
I know.
Is this her grandfather?
I think that's the preacher man that's the dude she used to call the preacher man, and he's wearing his Nikes for her. He woke up and put his Nikes on that day.
Okay, so her grandfather, I don't know who, I haven't seen a picture of him, but the one that put up the cross, he is the one who found her too. He was there. Yeah. So very, very sad. And this has just devastated her whole family. I mean, it would anybody's, right? But
thank you, LFT. That's her volleyball coach. Yes. Okay, I got confused. That was her volleyball coach. And the preacher man's the one that wore the Nikes special for Lyric.
Oh, okay.
Someone's love. A field full of love for a person who loved his family, community just as much as he loved the game of football.
Mainly, like I said, he always would talk about making it to the pros. And I was always get him laughing. But son, you know what you got to give up and what you're going to have to give. Someone's love.
A field full of love for a person who loved his family, community just as much as he loved the game of football.
Mainly, like I said, he always would talk about making it to the pros. And I was always get him laughing. But son, you know what you got to give up and what you're going to have to give.
That's why I don't think he was in a gang.
I don't either. And I'm a huge college football fan. I mean, I love college football. I like it better than the pros. So I went through and watched this kid's reels because they're out there, and he was damn good. He was damn good. And he had a future ahead of him. And it pisses me off that it was just taken so abruptly, rudely, just all of the things that, it makes me sick.
Yeah.
Because he could have taken care of his family. He could have done good. You just don't know. And you just took all that away.
Oh my God, that's just so heartbreaking to think about, like him and his future, or like the little TikToks of Lyric while she's dancing and just talking. Like I watched all these TikToks of her in like middle school. She's just rambling about like the most random shit, but she's so cute and so endearing and just like
cute. I know.
These ones have really stole my heart, and it's awful when that happens. I mean, in a good way, but also like, how it is when you get like that. Like, it's just, I don't know. I hope that we get every answer that.
It was the mom for me, the kids stole my heart. I'm not going to lie. Initially, like, laid eyes on him, was like, done. Okay. Yes, we're in.
Yeah.
But then when I saw Devin's mom and how, not just how broken she was, but how well-spoken, and how she talked about Lyric, and how she was trying to find her son. And then to learn that she found out about her son on social media. The respect for her is, and I have respect for all the families and everyone involved. Please don't misunderstand me. But that broke me. And I thought, I could not imagine the strength that she's still vertical, because I couldn't be. There's no way. And she's out there and she's celebrating her son, and she's, rallying behind, and his friends are too. So there's something to be said there.
I want to go watch some more of her stuff, but yeah, I don't. And she instantly got a really bad, I've heard some really awful things said about her. It's so unfair. I mean, I can't.
Well, she has a past, but it's in the past. And let's try and make sure that we don't associate.
Exactly.
That we don't associate her past with this current situation. Two different animals, and it's not fair. And she should deserve nothing. She deserves nothing but good things and love and peace. And that's what we wish her. And we wish everyone that, like, not just her. The dad is so broken he can barely speak. As I'm sure Lyric's family is as well. Like, I'm not leaving Lyric's family out. It's just that I have seen more of Devin.
Right. Okay, side note, I have not seen this at all. There was a body found in Colorado near the area of Suzanne Morphew. I don't know, but I know this. They had people doing like a secret search. The police were up there, and it was a search that was happening that was not being really talked about. Then I asked Adventures with Purpose on Zav's panel if they would go back out there, and they said, well, they're actually right now, what they're working on is like totally different than what we thought when we were out there last year. So that told me something was happening. Then Barry Morphew has a top secret court hearing, and if you look, it seems as if there's, I'd have to go back and look again, but because you can go easily to the county website and get anything you want. Colorado is one of the easiest states to deal with it too. Like, that stuff. Yeah. But it looked as if there was like a murder, something with murder on this upcoming court hearing. Now it's not the charge, it's for something else. It's like about him wanting some of his stuff back and stuff, but there's more to it. I have to find out more info. But I think that they are working very hard behind the scenes to try to find her and put him in jail, which is why they let him go without prejudice. That way they can go back and get him.
I have so many things to say, but none of them good. None of them good. I just want to be found and laid to rest, and I want terrible things to happen to him. Just please.
I know, and I want their daughters to
see the real him.
Yes. Yep. I want them to see the truth. I know it's going to be hurtful. I know it's going to be hard, but I think that than not. Not that they wouldn't. I mean, it's their dad and the only parent they have left. And these girls they're not kids, but they're babies still.
They are.
So.
I agree. That's a tough one for me, though. Yeah, Petunia. Oh, please get him. Yeah,
Oh, what did I do? Here we go. So I got that article too. I think that's the. Yeah, hold on. Let's do it this way. Right here. I'm going to have to. Yeah, it opened a new window, so I'll have to.
Yes, LFG, and the kind of thing we do not want to happen in this case. Preach, sister. Preach.
Now, I will say, you guys that watched the last live on this, and we went to that suspicious person's Twitch account, and he had a live scheduled for Thursday. Was it? What night?
He had
was
one
it?
scheduled for last night. I may or may not have stalked a little bit. It wasn't. He did not go live, though. He was offline by the time I got there.
So that's the one. But he did. Yeah, so that's what I was looking. He didn't go live, and his next one is set for again. The one I saw, I think, was Sunday, and it said the next upcoming live was, I don't know, maybe it was, I don't know. I saw that he didn't go live. He has another one scheduled for this week coming up. I think they're automatically scheduled, but he's not going live. And I said, if he's going live and stuff, that'll tell us right there. That's not him. But
I'm in there following him, so I get alerted every time he goes live.
Awesome, because I don't have a Twitch account. You have to make one to get alerted. I tried. I need to make one, but yeah. So you just let us know if he goes live. Oh my God, I gotta be there.
I will. We'll be streaming.
So which part of this are we going to, or do you want to go through it all, or how are we going to do this? Let's see.
I don't want to go through it all because time is of the essence. But some of the things that I thought were interesting was the investigation and questioning. The right to counsel and parent. Juveniles have the right to be represented by an appointed counsel and have a parent or guardian present in all custody interviews.
Juveniles have the right to have a parent be the president at our meeting. So
right.
No,
but then it goes down and says, if the juvenile is age 16 or older who is in custody, they also must be advised of his or her right to remain silent and the right to have a parent, guardian, custodian, and attorney present. However, juveniles who are 16 or older can choose to waive both rights and answer questions without a parent, guardian, or custodian or attorney present. Where'd it go? Juvenile did not knowingly, willingly understand his waive of rights. Okay. They have the right to a parent or guardian, and 16, 17-year-olds be charged as adults. If he invokes his or her rights or indicates in any manner that he and she no longer wishes to answer a question, then all questions must cease before admitting any statements resulting from the juvenile's in custody interrogation into evidence. The court must find the juvenile waived his rights knowingly, willingly, and understandingly. So that you're going to see, and they're all recorded. Everything's going to be recorded. So that will be entered into evidence for court. And
oh my God. Reminds me. Oh wait, you finished, and I'll tell you.
Go right ahead. What were you going to say?
Adam Montgomery went to court the other day to try to get everything he said during this 45-minute interview suppressed for his trial about hitting Harmony. Well, I guess they said no because they've released all the body cam footage that he wanted suppressed, and it's a news company has gotten it. And I can't find the full thing yet, but they are playing clips, and we are going to get that full body cam very soon of Adam Montgomery and whatever he said that he doesn't want us to know.
Also, I did want to mention that we noticed in the reports, and I'm sure everyone else noticed this too, but police did run plates when they were on the scene investigating. And I don't think that the plates that they ran and the car that they ran have anything to do with the investigation. However, it remains to be seen and will be interesting. Because I want to see what kind of car was picked up, because if that's the case, that information's already been out there. So just a little tidbit.
I'm totally lost. Are you talking about
Lyric
where?
and Devin. Yeah, when the
Oh,
police were on scene, they ran plates for
okay.
people who were driving by or what have you. I don't know if they stopped. I don't know why they did what they did. They felt the need to run plates, and they did. And we researched that. And I don't, right now, it's unconfirmed that it has anything to do with the situation, but it is in the report. So keep that in mind.
Oh, okay. So were you able to hear the plates, or did they
Oh,
redact
we
that?
got it all, girl. We got it all. We got the car. We got the VIN. We got it. It's a
Yes.
2020 Toyota. It's a hybrid, and I think it's a Corolla. But yeah,
Okay.
silver. Oh yeah. Oh, you think LFT is gonna let that shit slide?
No, but if they redacted it, was my fear or something,
It's not redacted.
Oh my
Camry.
gosh.
Okay, Camry, Toyota Camry. Thank you. Hybrid. Yeah.
Now, do they come back
So-
to anybody that you recognize?
We don't know. Not yet.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like I said, it'll be interesting to see what kind of car Devin and Lyric were in. Because
I
if it
can't
comes
believe
back
they
to that
haven't put.
car, that'd be some shit.
You would think they would put more out about that, because especially before he was detained today. And I know a lot of people were saying there's a difference in detained and arrested. He has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. He's done for.
People have to understand he's been charged. You're right. Like, he's detained is a polite way of saying, but he's already been charged.
Yes, they got his ass. That's all they're saying. They got him in custody. And yeah, because people were saying in the group, like, he may not be arrested. They could just be questioning him. They have a suspect detained, not arrested. And I'm like, even some of the news outlets today have said that he has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. So the one we just read, actually, the title was that. So.
Yep. And he was charged with first-degree murder from pretty much hour one, day one. I mean, I might be exaggerating a little bit. Like they were like,
Yep. Steph said, "How you gonna leave us like that?"
Stay tuned, girl. Well, and the thing is, though, God forbid the person has nothing to do with it. I don't want to put anything out that might be inaccurate, but I can tell you we have it. For sure we have it.
Awesome. My guest is Tia. She is one part of a whole team over at Decipher Podcast. And LFT is in the chat, and then Crazy Mama works with them too. And oh crap, I didn't put my number with it, Pointer Lover. I'm a dummy. But Nadie just dropped the link. They are research queens, and I will remember as soon as this ends. I'm gonna go put it in the description, because I don't think I've done that yet. Let me check, actually, because I know I did the other day, but I don't think I did today. But I will, because it takes time for chat to load, and I don't want anybody in here can't find the link. So let's see. In the
Pointer.
Nope. Okay, so yeah, I'll put it right after. Pointer, I can't believe I did that. I wanted her to call me, and I wrote her an email, and then I didn't leave my number. Like, hey, can you please call me?
LFT said the petition was filed Tuesday at 9:20, already indicated 2 counts of first-degree murder. So there you go. So basically, like I said, hour one, day one. It was 3 days after they were found. 2 days after they were found. They were found on the 18th? Filed on went out on the 16th, filed on the 17th. found on the 18th, 2 days later,
Yes.
2 counts of first-degree murder. So, like I said, more than anything, we just want the community and the families to heal from this. It doesn't make me happy, but I do love when justice is served. I am that girl. I like a happy ending. I really want good things. So that's just my opinion of it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And Pointer Lover laughing. I'm sending it right now. You can either call me right after the live, or I know that Brittany's live with that Sean. She's supposed to be going live at like 9:30 with Sean Doherty, which I want to go watch. Yeah, you guys that are interested can go over when we end here. I want to go watch too. Have you heard of that one, Tia? And I told you the other day, didn't I, about that one? Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Punkette contacted me on that one, I think when it first happened, and wanted us to look into it, but we were already invested in Lyric and Devin, and my ADD ass cannot dig the way that we dig into cases. I get too confused, so I can't meld both. But now that we have a person of interest and we're going to be on hold, we probably will dig into some other things on other cases and see who needs help where.
I think that you should look at that one, only because if you guys could, and I may do it as well, put together like just one video that his parents are begging for help with.
Are they still begging for help? Okay.
Yeah, because not only did they rule it suicide, but the police did a press conference doubling down on it and almost being like kind of like rude towards the family. So the parents just want to get the word out. There is a Facebook group that the parents run with all the information, but I don't know the name, but I bet we could easily find it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll look into that when we get off and see. Johnny, the live's going great. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Where's my tacos?
Rondi, man, will be interesting to hear her motive. I agree. I think so too. I want to say, Mrs. Italy, you guys please say prayers for her. I know she's not feeling good, and I hope she feels better. And then she can come join us on the in this conversation too, because I know she's planning on it.
She has, yeah. Oh no, Sean, I agree. That's the things I've heard are just unbelievable in that little child's case. And
how do you do that with your hands tied to your waist, with your glasses broke, with your a bag over your head, and you're from a swing set where your feet can touch the ground? I don't understand.
It doesn't add up, and I do not support the police in this. And I'm a huge fan of the police, but no,
and they're crooked, huh?
Easy way out. And in this particular case, this is one where social media there needs to be a lot of people speaking about it in order to make changes. I think in this one. Kylie Rodney, I have different opinions on.
Yes. I'm the same. I mean, now I will say there are some interesting things with that. There's little things here and there that I'm interested in. Like when Jagger was cleared, that was kind of confusing. Is he the only one who's cleared? And
right.
And then, now there's still people coming out of with different stories and different things. So some of that I do find interesting. I don't think that it needs the attention the way that some of these cases do.
I agree. I think that there's other cases as well that need just as much. And especially for me, as hard as it is, the kids' cases, please, you guys, if you're a creator, I know it's hard to do kids' cases. I get it. But those are the ones that are the most rewarding and the most, if you can help someone else. Debbie Collier, I hate this case for her. I hate what that I pray for her. I literally pray for her. But in comparison, a little boy was found murdered and they're trying to brush it off. I can't with that.
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I know people have a hard time with the kids' cases. Those are the ones I want to do. They're the ones
Mhm.
I feel like the most called to do, to talk about, the ones I care about, the ones that grab my, like even this one, they're not little, but I mean, these kids are about to go start their lives. They'll never get married. They'll never have babies. They'll never go to college. They'll never get a job. They'll never fuck up and, like
Yeah.
we all do in college and at that age, they don't get to do any of that. And that's just,
Yeah.
devastating.
Well, and you know what's funny is I did the math last night. For some reason, when you're laying in bed and you have these weird thoughts. All the cases that we've worked on, the oldest people in any case are the Watts. And we're talking, so prenatal to however old the Watts, Shanann Watts was. Shanann's the oldest person we've ever looked into. Most of the cases are 21 and younger that we've looked into. And
well,
as
and even
hard as
Watts
it
had
is, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm 100% with you. And even Watts had little kids, Tia. Think about it. And that's kind of, hey, lips, beautiful
Oh
girl.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Watts, Tia, hush your mouth. We don't
I
say
know.
that anymore, honey.
Oh, I'm going to get soap. I'm telling you, crazy mama's going to come at me with the soap.
Oh my, Nadie, I want to dig into that, but my friend's son unalived himself at 9.
9.
Oh my God, that is just awful. 9. Oh, that's so sad. It's for a little baby to be that sad and depressed.
Sorry.
Me too. Okay, I guess I will let you guys go. I'm going to go over to Brits and watch that and try to join the conversation for a few minutes. I'm very interested in that little boy, and I'm trying to put something together for him myself in the future. I don't know how soon, but it'll be soon. If you guys aren't subscribed to Decipher Podcast, you better. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Go over there and subscribe. I'm serious. You guys are incredible. I'm just so lucky and blessed to even be able to work with you guys on this. Oh, Amber. Hey, girl.
Amber.
There's another channel.
She's an ass kicker there too. Go to Amber and CDT.
Amazing channel.
Yeah.
Yep, CDT too. I mentioned it the other day. I usually have like a description box that I fill in with all my videos, and it has their links at the bottom. Now, I've been lazy lately, so you'll have to go back a bit, or somebody can link them if you guys don't care. And then we shared the Twitter at Unraveling Crime, so you guys go over there and follow that. And I have a personal one too. Oh, hi, ladies. You guys are awesome. You're awesome. All right. I thought you were fussing at a kid because I said, what are you doing? No, I seriously do love you guys. I feel so lucky to even be, like I said, to work on stuff like this with you guys. You're brilliant, and you just, you care and you work hard. So thank you
we love you so much. And we love the fact that this community is becoming stronger and stronger. And we're so blessed to be a part of the true crime community, with those who are really working the cases and really care about the cases. And it's a privilege. So thank you all for being supportive of us. We're very grateful. We're very grateful. And I know LFT is as well. And she would have been up here if she was feeling 1,000%, but she's only like 800% tonight. So I'm going to go on Zoom and annoy the flip out of her right now.
Well, I hope you feel better. And Tia, thank you. I love you so much. And chat, I love you guys. I appreciate you. And thank you to my mods. And yeah, I hope maybe we'll be live really soon with the name and all the details from the arrest affidavit, but I don't know. All right. Good night, Tia. And good night, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Bye, you guys. Bye. Well, she got a frozen Coke and I didn't. Oh, I love frozen Coke. Okay, bye.